What's up? Wake up, wealth up, everyone. It is Melanie Williams again, your mompreneur and deal diva, coming to you from Boutique House Enterprises, again in my mobile office. Just wanting to share a little bit of information. It's a new year. We're in the month of February. Today is actually Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And many people have set the goal for this year to, get their finances right. But I think that many people in their journey to get their finances right forget a few things that they need to understand before they can actually get on the road, or before they can actually get not necessarily on the road, but to the destination where they want to be in their finances. So today I'm coming to you with valuable vocabulary. We need to be mindful of terms that banks use, that creditors use, and businesses as well, so that we know which side of those terms we need to be on. Today, I'm going to be talking about assets and liabilities. I'm going to give you some definitions. I'm going to give you some examples, and we're going to go from there. So, an asset, some definitions I found on assets: useful or desirable, valuable things, persons, or qualities. Items or possessions regarded as having value and available to meet debts, commitments, or legacies. Resources that can produce positive value. So some examples. The first thing that people think of when they think assets is like, oh, okay, I have some money in the bank. I own a house. I own a car. They think those type of things as far as assets. Now, I personally disagree with a car necessarily being an asset. I'll let you know why when we talk about liabilities. But assets are not always tangible. They can also be intangible. If you have things like trademarks or patents, those things can be assets because they bring value to you in the future. Asset is not always something that brings value to you today. It can be something that you have that brings value to in the future. Like I think of artworks and things like that when I think about that as being an asset, because you may have purchased something now, and its value is greater later. As far as liabilities, let's talk about the definitions I found for liabilities. Liabilities: monies owed, debts or financial pecuniary, that's a funny word, obligations. It just means in reference to money. Something disadvantageous. So when we think of liabilities, a liability is always something that's snatching away from you, snatching money away from you. Assets bring you money. Liabilities take away money. Examples of liabilities: amounts that you owe to your creditors. You got those credit card bills for Sears and all those stores you want to shop at. Those are liabilities. The interest alone on that is liabilities. Taxes that you owe, taxes that you pay, that you may be paying too much of, and if you get a refund check, you definitely pay too much. The mortgage on your home. I know I listed home as an asset, but if you own a mortgage on that home, the mortgage is considered a liability. A car note. You got a car, some people think of it as an asset, but a car note is a liability, especially if the interest rate, interest in itself is a liability, is really high on it. If your credit is bad, credit, that's bad. They're going to charge you an arm and a leg. You might be paying for two cars. You only have one. Meanwhile, as soon as you drove the car off the lot, it depreciated in value, which makes it disadvantageous, which makes it a liability. So now that we have some terms, we now know an asset from a liability. We know that we want to create more assets, have more assets, and definitely lose some of those liabilities. You want to get your cash flow up, which means you want to decrease your taxes, decrease your debts, and decrease your expenses. For those of you who are wondering how to do those things, I hope you've been following my videos. If not, click that subscribe button now and follow and like so that you can continue to get information from me. One of the main ways that people are able to lower their taxes, lower their debt, and lower their expenses is by creating a home-based business. I am in partnership with a company called My Econ, which is a personal financial success membership company, and they are helping people all around the world to start businesses, to increase their cash flow so that assets are rolling in and liabilities are dwindling down. If you wanted more information on how you too can partner up with My Econ, send me a text 219-302-3634 with the key term, we'll call it, assets and liabilities. Should I say key phrase? Assets and liabilities. So I know that you saw this. I know why you're texting me. That number again is 219-302-3634. Until the next time that we can see, or you see me, and we're talking about valuable vocabulary, have a wonderful day.